All right, friends. If you guys can turn on your cameras, again, pointing at the ceiling, do whatever you have to do.
No.
Although, of course, you look incredibly handsome. Carlos, I'm loving the top of your head. You look fantastic. The rest of you, please do that if you can. And again, you can just show me a wall. Doesn't matter. Just trying to follow the rules. All right. It's good to see you guys. I feel much more like myself today. I'm sorry again that my week it's just been a bad teaching week for me. I don't know what it's been. I don't know if I was a little bummed out or just kind of hit a wall. But I'm over it now and we'll get past it. We'll have a little fun today. And there it is. Yeah. So I just want to start out as per usual with a couple of quick announcements. And my main announcement today centers around grading. So there are, believe it or not, I'm trying to do a little counting here, which math, that's hard for me. I think approximately 3 weeks left in the school year. So what that means, and the 3 weeks left in the school year, and in 2 weeks, approximately, I have to turn in report cards. So really, there are 2 weeks left to the school year. And what I mean by that is you guys have 2 weeks to finalize your grades, right? You have 2 weeks to make any improvements that you deem necessary to your grades, all right? I encourage you guys to do 2 things. I encourage you to go on Google Classroom and look at your grade, all right? Everybody has access to their own grades. Everybody can interpret whether or not they have a good grade. Go on Google Classroom, look at your grade. If that's a grade you want, if you're happy with it, if you're sitting there up there in the 70s or 80s and you're gonna get a 4, fantastic. If you're not where you want to be, you can do 2 things, okay? You can, A, finish any missing assignments. I have turned all the missing assignments into zeros, all right? That hammered your grades, all right? So if you would like to do those over again, if you would like to complete those assignments, reach out to me and I will allow you to resubmit it. I will allow you to do them. The other way you can improve your grade is very, very similar. You can reach out to me and say, Cholono, I'd like to redo these 3 assignments that I got a 30% on, or a 20%, or a 40%, all right? I will unsubmit them from Common Lit, and you can resubmit them, all right? If you need help with them, if you need a scaffold, if you need anything, I will be happy to help you. Okay, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm still getting paid for. All right.
How do we check our grades?
Pardon me?
How do we check our grades, like our main grade?
You go to Google Classroom and check.
Is it the whole thing where you go to classroom, classwork, and people?
Yeah.
Or grades? But I don't see the percentage that I have.
That would be very different. I think everybody else can see their grades. But if for some reason you can't see your grade, and you've been looking at your grades on Google Classroom since time began, again, email me, text me. I will be more than happy to share your grade with you. All right? So please,
Can you show my grade?
you have approximately 2 weeks left to craft the grade that you want. Any other questions? Sorry, I'm answering the text here for Auntie Ariel. Okay, fantastic then. That's it. So let's get to some of the fun. I'm going to do a couple of Kahoots today. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. There I go. By the way, Lexia folk, you guys are kicking ass. Forgive my French, but you guys are doing fantastically. Really awesome. I'm so proud of you guys. Really great. Okay, so let me get back on task though. Kahoot. All right, we're gonna warm up with a quick Kahoot on the lottery. So here we go. Why don't I hear? Oh, come on, Steven. Come on. Where's my music? Oh, there we go. A classic. For this first one, your prize will be, I will cut off some blended for you. The popo. Wait, where's your garbage? The original your garbage. Thing one.
Where's thing two? Sadly, he died in a car accident.
Wait, what?
So sorry.
We got 19. Come on, guys. What part is this? Chop, chop. We got 19 people, only 15 people signed in. I'll give you one more minute. Looks like that's going to be it for today. I'm going to go ahead and start it. All right, here we go. What does the biz look like on the morning of the lottery? It's dusty and dry with paint peeling off. Come on. That's the whole idea, was trying to set you up with this whole kind of, how do I put it, idyllic setting. And then I'm going to surprise you with the turn of events. Oh, good day. Good, Rod. Good job. I'm going to assume that's Doyle.
G'day, mates.
Ooh, a tougher one.
Is it really tougher?
I could see a lot of people picking.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, damn. I am just that good of a
Nah,
fantastic.
so.
I could see, because we see the black is traditionally associated with death. So I could see that.
Yeah, but like that's not as detailed as the
After I
tradition of the
chose blue, I
lottery and
thought for
logical.
some reason that it was green.
beautiful.
Since it was in better shape at the start of the novel, so like maybe that could mean they were happier
Yeah.
before.
Nice, nice, guys. Here we go. Oh, minority. Go get them.
What happened to Minkle Stitchley?
That's what she said.
Education is not
tradition is not. Oh my god.
not
You told tradition.
tradition is one of the primary themes.
Yeah, exactly.
Rules, again, that supports tradition. Fantastic. Oh, good day. Good day and Doo-Doo. Doo-Doo making a strong comeback. You can smell him coming.
Who wins the lottery?
Oh, I chose the wrong one. I am a stupid. Yep.
Tessie Hutchinson, that is the correct answer.
Yeah,
The
because
second
Miss Dunn was
Summers.
Miss Dunbar was someone else, and Summers. I don't know. Davy was a guy because I'm pretty sure it was a girl that died.
Yeah,
So Tessie Hutchinson, and then the last
Didn't
name
go
was a
well.
big one too.
yeah. And she was the one who was complaining the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Damn, the
Wait.
doodle went down.
All right. Jesus. Why is the title, the opening description of the setting, considered ironic? Very, very good, because the author is trying to set you up for a situational irony, a twist. We have this idyllic setting that turns very dark in action with the winning of the lottery. Outstanding. All right. Ooh, getting close. Come on, Noise. Make a move. Doo-Doo, you hang in there.
This one's relatively easy.
Not even relatively, just it is easy.
Yeah. There you go. So,
But some people still manage to get it wrong.
Again, you're associating I assume you're associating some of the meaning that's connected with the color black.
But that's not as strong as people actually
Yeah.
gathering stones at the beginning of the story. That's something that quite possibly happened. It's a foreshadow.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. And that
there might be a big plot twist, so you never
That's
know.
exactly right. Despite the idyllic setting, when you as readers saw that they were gathering stones, you knew that something was amiss. All right.
Yeah.
Well, when life gives you lemons.
Fictional,
Right.
using a big word.
You're garbage, making a move.
Hey, mates.
What can be? Ooh, I'm not sure I remember this.
I do.
I know I have two choices, but I forget which one it is.
I don't even know what it is.
It's the blue one.
I have privilege.
No, it's the red spot.
Psych.
Duh.
Let's go.
The black spot.
Oh, cool. I got it.
Someone
Black
actually
spot.
chose it.
All right. And there, I think that definitely that black spot, for better or for worse, we can have a
It's
long
relatively
discussion about the
close to-
association with the color black, but
Yeah.
that black spot does indicate death. All right. Moving on up. Good day, mates. Hanging on.
What's our finally just name in the lottery? Did they just run finally fruition?
If you put knowledge as power, I have to kill you.
Gentleness,
Hey, that's a nice theme.
It is power.
attention.
Yes. That's how we get to college.
Someone actually put that.
I think that was suicide. I think someone there was, you're messing with me.
Probably
I feel like
someone
there's
who's
this
already
one
losing.
person that always clicks on the wrong one.
Jose.
I'm pretty
No,
sure it's Johnny, just to mess with my head. Oh, brother. Oh, still very close. Doo-doo making a move. Don't get none on you.
I said stop it.
Oh shoot! How many?
That's a tough one.
Nah.
Easy.
I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie.
50 and 60 are two perfect numbers.
Yeah, 77 is like way.
Yeah, it must be, bro.
Yeah,
77.
A lot of lotteries.
Mix up with
Although I
numbers.
guess, yeah, if he was.
It was 77 because of his
Yeah.
age. It was because of his
77.
age.
Are you?
He was old as hell.
That's rude.
Yeah, that's rude.
How's that rude? That's correct. He was hella old.
I
Paid attention in the story. He said they were all like he was hella old. He was like the original one.
That's why they called him old man.
Yeah, the OG. You know.
That's right, baby.
Why do characters in the story seem to resist eliminating the what?
Why do characters in the
The
story?
Holy Spirit issued an edict that says they must have it.
They like having the lottery.
I might get this wrong.
Kill someone every year.
I don't know. Let's go.
Hey, at least
Boy,
I
who
know
actually
the Holy
chose?
Spirit.
I'm surprised no one
Like
chose the
having-
Holy Spirit
The
Yeah.
government won't
The
let them.
Holy
just for the
Spirit.
sake of being stupid.
I did not know they were
someone's foot.
believers of God. Or
All
something.
right, I think we're down to the last one. Good day, mates. Hanging on.
You're garbage trash.
You're a what? I'm a
Hey,
Shut
enough.
up! It's so loud.
Yeah, please don't. Thank you very much. Tessie Hutchinson does all the following except.
It's easy.
It's like if you don't get this one, it's like you didn't read it all.
I
Right.
didn't really pay attention to it much, but all right. Damn it.
Hey.
Raw slip for her ailing father. She was horrible. Remember, she wanted to make sure that her daughter pulled the slip too. She was telling her
Yeah.
daughter. She's like, no, she should pull, but her daughter had been married and gone to a different family. That is cold, baby.
Damn, the
Okay,
garbage trash went back up.
here we go. Last one.
That was the original purpose of the lottery. To turn down the.
Do not put Conjuring the Dead.
Oh, anywhere you put
Oh.
that, I swear. Let's be friends.
Johnny, you can put that.
My God, I chose.
Let's
Oh,
go.
I doubted. I second doubted myself. Crap.
Bringing in more money for
First
the village.
place.
That, I guess maybe that's kind
That
of.
was. Didn't they do that with the other
ancillary
villages?
benefit.
If your garbage got this one wrong, I might overtake him.
Oh,
No, no,
Oh,
no.
dang it.
That's definitely age.
hey, we got bumps.
It's, ooh.
That's your Doyle.
Duda!
You're garbage.
And Dudo and your trash. Nice. comeback. So Harold, you only have to do 2 reading plus this week, not 3. 2.
Let's go.
Wait, what?
Let's
Nah,
go.
it's not me.
No, that was
It's
me.
Paul. I knew it. It's Paul.
All right. Wait, let me turn my.
But I mean, I don't mind taking that one away.
All right. Well done, guys. Okay, so now we are going to watch. It's actually a really short film. I believe it's about 9 minutes long.
Did you take a
The Landlady. All right. Tuesday story. So if you
God
haven't read
damn.
it or didn't understand it, this is yet another scaffold in place to help you out. So let's pop it up and then we'll play another Kahoot. Hold on, I'm checking out my chats. I did it. Oh my Carlos. All right.
Lovely chop.
So here we go. Let me turn back to the internet. And before, guys.
Shut up. Oh
Yeah,
my
so
God.
before I do,
That's really irritating.
yeah, so listen to your peers, guys. So great, I appreciate that. So I'm about to play a movie. Let's keep the stupidity to, I was going to say a minimum. Let's shoot for 0.
No.
So let's
Like turn it off.
Yeah, turn it up. Beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Go use your phone or something to distract yourself and just shut up.
Yeah. All right, here we go. You can see my screen, right, guys?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks.
Well, we're just on the Kahoot screen where it says the lottery.
Not
Oh,
anymore,
yeah,
right?
there you go. Yeah, not
Ah,
anymore.
fantastic. All right, here we go. Let's enjoy it.
Bro.
Whoop. Forgive me. Let me get right to the beginning here.
Excuse me, I don't suppose you know of any relatively cheap hotels that are fairly close to here, do you?
Yeah, if you go to the station here, Bell and Dragon, just down on the right-hand side.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Do you come in? I saw a sign in the window. I was just wondering if you had a spare room.
It's all ready for you. Why don't you come in out of the cold?
How much do you charge?
Don't do it, brother.
£56 a night, inclusive of breakfast. If you don't want to take the breakfast, I can reduce it to 50.
Oh, no, 56 is fine. I'll take it.
I thought you would. Come on in.
What you
Go
want?
ahead and put your coat on the coat stand over here. Have it all to ourselves. You see, it isn't very often I have the pleasure of taking a visitor into my little nest these days.
Oh, really? I was worried you wouldn't have a room free.
Oh, the trouble is I'm inclined to be rather particular and a little bit choosy.
God damn.
Always ready. In fact, the house is kept ready day and night.
She's interested in those little boys?
Someone standing there who's quite...
Why does she remind me of what's his name? The grandpa from Family Guy? I forgot his name.
Now, this is my floor.
No, Herbert.
And this is your floor.
Herbert the pervert.
I do hope you like it, Mr. Perkins.
No, it's Weaver.
Weaver, how nice. Well, I'll leave you to get unpacked and get settled. But perhaps before you go to bed, you don't mind popping down to the sitting room and signing the guest book. It's the law.
Okay. Gregory Temple. Christopher Mulholland.
Such charming boys.
They sound familiar somehow.
Do they? How interesting.
They weren't famous, were they?
Famous? No, I don't think so. But they were extraordinarily handsome, both of them. I can promise you that. Yes, they were tall and young and handsome. Just like you, my dear.
And the last entry was over 2 years ago.
Was it?
Yes, and Christopher Mulholland's is nearly a year before that, but that's more than 3 years ago.
Dear me, I've never thought that. Isn't it strange how time just flies away from us all? Doesn't it, Mr. Wilkins?
It's Weaver.
Yes, I do apologise. In one ear and out the other. That's me all over.
What seems strange about all this?
What, dear?
Well, you see Mulholland and Temple. They seem to be connected somehow.
Oh, really? How amusing. Anyway, why don't you come and sit down? I'm going to fix you a nice cup of tea and some biscuits.
Oh, you really shouldn't bother. I didn't expect you to do a thing like that. And I could have sworn it was in the newspaper. No, I'll think of it in a second. Christopher Mulholland. Wasn't he that Eton schoolboy who was on a walking tour or something like that? And then all of a sudden...
Milk and sugar?
Oh, yes, please. And then all of a sudden, he...
Oh, an Eton schoolboy. I don't think so, dear. My Mr. Mulholland was a Cambridge undergraduate. Anyway, the tea is all ready. Why don't you come and sit here by the fire? There. This is cozy, isn't it? Mr. Mulholland loved his tea. My goodness, I've never seen anybody drink as much tea in all my life as Mr. Mulholland.
Did he leave fairly recently?
Leave? Oh, no, he never left. He's still here. Mr. Temple is as well. They're both together on the 3rd floor. How old are you, my dear?
17.
Oh, 17. How perfect. Mr. Mulholland was 17. But he was a tad shorter than you, and his teeth weren't quite as white. You do have the most perfect teeth, Mr. Weaver.
They're not as good as they look. Oh, I have fillings in the back.
Oh. Now, Mr. Temple, as I recall, was a tad older. 28, I believe, but of course I would never have believed it if he hadn't told me so himself. And there wasn't a blemish on his body.
What was that?
His skin was like a baby's.
Why doesn't he just run away?
Right?
That parrot had me completely fooled when I saw it through the window. I could have sworn it was real. Where did you get it?
Oh, I did it myself.
Oh, you did?
Yes, of course. Oh, and you haven't met my little Basil yet, have you?
Oh, wow. Yes, that's amazing. It must be difficult to do a thing like that.
Not at all. I stuff all of my little pets when they pass away.
Oh.
No, thank you.
You better run, Mike.
How do you keep a happy face after that? That makes no sense.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, good. You see, if later on, if I should forget what your name is, I can come in here and look it up. In fact, I do that almost every day with Mr. Mulholland and Mr.
Temple. Gregory Temple. Excuse me for asking, but, well, there haven't been any other guests here apart from them in the past 2 or 3 years.
No, dear. Only you.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Oh.
Then he dies.
Oh, and then he dies. So I liked that. I actually thought that was really well done. I had one problem with that short film, though. Can anybody speak to? So first of all, what happens to him? I don't want to give.
Why did he not get knocked out?
He dies from poison in the tea.
But what? So you said poison in the tea, Paul. Why do you say that there's poison in the tea?
Because in the story, it tells you that he tastes something funny in the tea, and once you answered the question, then it said that it was poisoned.
It says
That's exactly.
Cyanide.
How do you know that, Doyle?
Because it said it tasted like bitter almonds, and cyanide tastes like bitter almonds.
Cyanide?
Tasted cyanide?
So cyanide is made from almonds. So I believe it's made from like almond shells or something like that. So that is exactly right. I think cyanide is supposed to have the taste and smell of like almonds and or cherries. You can do a little research like on that yourself. But that when the go ahead. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
He said only Doyle would know.
No. Well, I knew it too. Darn it. No, but that's when he kept talking, Jose, about how the tea was tasting. That was definitely a hint to the reader that something was amiss.
I honestly just guessed.
So he is about to be stuffed and join the other two guests upstairs on the 3rd floor.
Oh.
Terrifying. All right. So, to close this out today, we are going to do one more Kahoot. And the prize for this next Kahoot is a $5 Starbucks gift card. So when we're done, the winner, I want you to email me and with your address and email me with your address, and I will send it to you immediately. So here we go. Screen share.
Time to get my game on. Even though I'm a fail again.
I mentioned I'm in first place again.
All right.
Oh, hell no.
Hold on, did I get out of Zoom? I may have. Let me go to Kahoot.
He wins.
Give me just a sec.
Yeah, then he wins.
Game show time.
Log in. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, dun. Hey.
Doyle knows everything.
Doyle knows everything. Wow.
He's like the Illuminati, bro.
I'm not omniscient.
No, he's like Jimmy Neutron.
He probably knows the secrets of life.
Didn't he just lose to Harold? Come on. So let me pick one here. I'm going with.
You mean Paul?
Plot elements.
People try to be me, but they can't be me.
All right, baby. Go get him. You're trash. I'm rooting for doo-doo.
Disrespectful.
Hey, I got
you gotta go for the garbage trash can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Even though I was original one, but all right.
He started it.
Yeah. I started the movement of trash awareness. She's stoned. Patrona. Following Candy.
All right, I'm going to give it one more minute. I'll put a timer on it.
Duru say.
I'm rooting for you, Doo-Doo. Although I have a soft spot.
Wait, who even is Duru?
Oh, my patrona.
Help me.
What?
30 seconds.
Help me. Help me. Click it. Click it.
All right, looks like that's it. Let's get it started.
Are you ready? No.
It literally says what the answer is in the title.
Event.
If you miss this, you suck.
It's a sheep.
There you go. The plot. If you look carefully, it told you the answer. All right.
It already said sequence, by the way.
Right,
Oh, yeah,
dude.
it said the
That
sequence,
sequence
but
too.
it's not.
I'm
The
excited
sequence
about
of
you.
events.
Let's do
is
this.
something this.
Part of the story that builds suspense and conflict begins. Isn't that?
Picture will help you.
Yeah.
I know it actually helps you.
Falling.
Yeah, it's falling, bro.
It's conflict, bro.
It's clearly going down.
Yeah, it's clearly
Obviously.
There you go. Rising action. That's where the suspense builds or rises.
Rising action.
Doo-Doo hanging in there. Hey! I'm not Basura. I'm at Basura.
Usually occurs at the beginning of the
Come
Ooh, this is.
If you get this one wrong, I just can't help you.
exposition.
The exposition.
How did you get this
More
wrong?
people show settings.
It said exposition.
SpongeBob.
That's sad.
What is exposition?
All right. And what is exposition? Oh, I hate you. All right, Doo-Doo. Good job.
Main character comes face to face with a conflict, the turning point of the story. Oh, that's easy.
Why does it keep telling us the
I
answer?
know.
Hello, no, you
Trying to be helpful.
At this point, the only reason I'm not gonna win is because everyone gets all of them right.
It's always that one person.
I'm that one dumb person that's gonna get them all wrong.
Wait, climb?
It's Carlos.
Climb.
That's Johnny.
Ooh.
All right. Hang in there, Doo-Doo.
Aims.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It looks like this person accidentally had caps lock on.
It looks like this person doesn't know.
Bro, just always.
Falling action.
I don't know. Someone put I don't know.
Of course.
The story comes to a reasonable ending. Yeah. Happily ever after.
The end.
If you put the end.
Uh-oh.
Reasonable.
Is this not the end?
I bet someone chose the end.
The end.
What you want to write?
The resolution when the problem is solved.
Only 4 people got that right?
I know. It's
Chose the
terrifying.
end.
The end.
I suck.
That's sad.
Someone chose reasonable.
I blame myself.
No single person chose it.
All right, Doo-Doo's hanging in.
the middle. I'm right. It's the middle.
Or at the end.
Exposition.
Yeah, at the end.
Exposition.
It's at the end.
Exposition.
Yeah, beginning of the story.
That's exposition.
Excuse me.
Oh my God. The exposition, when you are exposed to the setting and the characters.
Exactly, that's the exposition.
Oh, for the love of sweet Peter Pan. Okay.
Peter
Pan?
In though.
Wow. It's at the top.
At the top.
I'm not wrong.
That's the right answer.
I'm not wrong.
Not wrong.
Someone actually put top.
Oh, Lord in heaven.
To be fair, this is the first reasonably tricky ones. I can see people choosing end.
I could see that too, Doyle. I was kind of thinking the same thing. I'm with you.
But not really. The climax is usually always at the middle. So.
I can see people choosing.
It's like at the second, third of the story usually.
Yeah, it's at the when you look at it on a story arc chart, it looks like it's in the middle, but traditionally
the middle and the end
take place towards the end of the book. So
I can tell why people would choose at the top.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dude, got wrong.
It's thing one. We're thing two. He died in a car accident. Revolution or at the end? At action.
At action.
Yeah, at the action.
You know, director say action.
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 Action. Lights, camera, action.
Allah Akbar.
What?
Those two people.
Action. Someone chose action.
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
It's French for how are you doing? Because I don't know any other French words.
I know what comment ça va means. I
Oui,
think
oui.
it's misspelled though. But God knows I could be wrong.
Oui, oui. The main character in the story dies. The
main character. It's the main character.
The main character in the story is the character with many lines.
It's with lines.
They got it wrong.
It's the main character.
It's the character with many lines.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, I got it
The
right.
main character. How do you not know it's protagonist?
Uh-oh. Here comes
Brad, get over it. Antagonist. Antagonist. Character in
It's
the
blue.
conflict with supporting the character. The character in conflict with the main character. The one who is in conflict with the...
I don't know if there's even any story where there's a character.
Do you want to see my
conflict with all
scars?
the characters.
The yellow one is misspelled.
There you go.
Or grammarly
Conflict with the main
misused.
character.
Who's
In
in
other
conflict
words,
with the
it's
all
the
of
bad guy. Ooh, Basura's making a move.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
minimal fungal take place outside of the body. External conflict.
Bruh. I'm an idiot.
Go. External conflict, as opposed to an internal conflict within a main character.
Internal conflict is way cooler than external conflict, though.
Just your opinion. That's like just your opinion, man. This one has been my whole year.
And versus Mrs. Eaton.
That was a weird question.
Leafin is Mrs. Bleaton.
Soviet music starts playing in the background.
Superpower. Man versus animal. If you want to be Jesus, man versus water.
Yes.
Finally.
Bruh. But you never know if someone got it incorrect and it doesn't show.
Jesus can walk on water.
A glitch.
I can walk on watermelon, which are 95% water. Therefore, I am 95% Jesus.
Oh, you're going to hell, my friend.
Bruh, I swear, whoever doesn't get this, oh my god.
It's I don't know.
It's clearly
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't know.
I don't know.
Look, the person in the picture looks like he doesn't know.
She's lost. He or she is lost.
It's a
Yeah,
he.
bruh.
Well, it's an it.
That's Katniss Everdeen.
It looks like Katniss.
It could be
It could.
I don't know.
Dogmas.
The brain.
Body and mind. My spirit.
Yeah, my spirit.
I chose my spirit. You need more proof. I can walk on cucumber with
Yellow.
Therefore, I am Jesus.
Okay. And inside my.
I chose my spirit.
No comment. I'm moving on.
My spirit is inside my body.
Uh-oh, Harold's in trouble.
Literary conflicts that take the form of a character struggling to and etc. Man versus his wife.
I know, man versus depression.
That's how feels every single day.
Man versus
Yeah, that's messed up.
Man versus self.
Man
Versus his wife.
Ooh, getting a
Ooh,
little
doo-doo.
Doo-doo making a move.
Doo-doo.
Ooh.
I'm rooting for Doo-doo.
Too many to count.
Yeah, too many, bro.
I don't know this one.
Search it up.
Too many to count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Uh-oh.
Cinco.
Oh, so close.
Doo-doo. There can be more than one conflict in the plot of a story.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Let me ask.
No, I'm not sure. Yeah, bro.
Your neighbor.
Let me ask my neighbor.
Bro.
That's true.
What?
Ah.
That's ridiculous.
Picture said true.
True.
You can never trust a child.
How many types of external conflict can you have in a story? 10.
3, because
2.
it's Curry.
8. Oh, what if it is 3?
You missed this one. You suck.
I know.
Damn it. Paul, you're correct.
I
That was a
put
smart
Kirby.
move. I'm an idiot.
Oh,
obviously
4-3. 34-3.
Well, you're not a Curry
But at least
fan.
I'm still on top 3, though. Top 5. Oh, no, top 3.
Damn.
Se va.
Oh,
Dude.
Doyle.
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
Adrian.
Doo-doo.
Me.
Adrian.
That's me.
Holy God, Adrian.
Bro, he's keep on winning, bro.
Adrian, my question to you is, where were all these answers during the school year?
I don't even think it's him. I feel like it's his brother or
You
something.
did 0.
He searched them up.
He asked.
I don't care.
No, if he
There's no way
if
you
he
can-
searched it,
That is
there's no way that he could search it that fast.
Yeah.
No, play their series.
Brother's there with him.
Okay.
Yeah, but
But
Siri
Siri
takes
isn't fully
forever.
correct though.
I
Yeah,
know.
Siri takes forever.
I'm just impressed. All right, send me your address, buddy, and I will send you a gift card.
That sounds creepy.
Imagine.
I will
I
come to
know.
your. I'm gonna come to your bed during the night and snuggle with you.
Okay.
Buster.
All right, friends. So we're about to transition now. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and then I'm coming back for the blended hour. So that anybody wants to stay and do blended with me, they're welcome to. But it is absolutely a no play place. So you can't be here and just play around. I want to close by saying once again, go check your grades. If you need help finding your grade, email me. If you want to improve your grade, email me. You have 2 more weeks to craft the grade you want. Right. I love you guys. Again, forgive me for kind of an up and down week. I feel like I wasn't really on my game this week. And let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. All right. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit, whoever wants to stay.
Solano,
Yes, sir.
can you return?
Allah Akbar.